We started about 7 years ago after I had found some native oysters that were 5 and 6 inches long, and I found them on our dock while I was taking a break from hunting. And I was in my waders, so I was kind of walking around at low tide, and I saw these really big oysters, and I said, wow, this, you know. So I looked around and I found maybe 100 around our dock, and they need structure. In other words, they can't be on a sandy bottom. So what that did was allow for the spat to attach themselves to something. So we found about 100 of them, and I kind of accumulated them. And then I heard about this guy in St. Mary's, Circle C, who sold what they call oyster reefs. So after 18 months, we had these 1,500, and they were getting too big for the basket. So we took them out of all the baskets, and we simply laid them down under the dock and kind of kept an eye on them. In the meantime, not only did I add more reefs just about every year except for the last 2 years, but I also went and bought bushels of mature oysters. That's worked out really well, to the point where I think the last time I counted was about 2 years ago. We counted about 3,500 mature oysters. So a mature oyster that's 3 to 4 inches long can filter 60 gallons of water a day. And what they do is they take the impurities in the water, and inside the shell they create a little ball of these impurities, and they excrete them, and they fall to the bottom. Now, the height of the oyster harvest was back in the late 1880s and 90s. Back then, the Chesapeake Bay produced 12 million bushels per year. Now it's less than 100,000. I think they harvested 80,000 bushels last year. So that's less than 1% of what it was 100 and some years ago. But with all of the work that the state of Maryland is doing and different universities are doing, you know, they're reseeding these beds, and they're keeping people from harvesting them.